What's up, everybody? So we're at the end of March 30th, and April 30th is when they start the tariffs on autos. 25% tariffs on new automobiles and car parts. That's crazy. So we're looking at a 2023 F-150. This has a 5.0 V8 Coyote engine. It's already priced at $45, and although the tariffs are not on used vehicles, you got to believe something's going to happen indirectly with them, because everybody's going to dodge tariffs by looking for good condition used cars. That's going to make the demand for them very high and the supply very low. So we find ourselves back in 2020 when they had the chip shortage, but in a different way. And you got to believe they're going to get competitive and mark these prices up. So this is 45 right now. Be interested to see if on April 3rd that number doesn't change. I think it will, especially with the demand side. So let's look at a couple other vehicles. Well, let me get a shot of the inside of this. So I don't know where it came from. Probably came from a company vehicle or something like that. And if I can, I'll try to get a shot of the price. Sometimes, you know, it's just hidden. But you can see it right there. Hopefully you got in there, but 45,995. I mean 44,995 should just be. This one they went ahead and just marked it completely up. It's a 2024 Toyota Tacoma. It's not even one of those, you know, fully blown ones. This is a 4-cylinder turbo. I peeked inside and looked at the little Maroni they had turned backwards, and it said 52. So I don't know why, because even at brand new, this is not 52 at this moment. But are they preparing for the tariffs already? So as you can see, full of inventory. 2024 Tundra, so new. This one's sold already. It's probably because the buyer thinks the same thing everybody else is thinking. These prices are just going to get crazy. Not good now, but they're going to get a lot worse. They said on the average, its tariff is going to put $7,500 tacked on to what the price is. You know, it's like a tax. It both starts with T. So on average, if a vehicle is in its like $30,000 or a little under, you're going to be looking at $7,500 more to pay out of your pocket or finance. But you know what? Let's be real. Most cars are not $30,000. They're 40 and up. So it's more like $10,000 to $20,000 extra on top of what you don't already have. So how's it gonna work? How's it gonna work? So they took in a lot of fairly new vehicles, as you can see, and they modified them, lift kits and stuff, make them more appealing for people to buy, which makes sense. And you know, they might be onto something, because the used cars will raise in price. That's a guarantee. Like that little $52,000 Tacoma was looking at, and what would this cost if it's way more loaded? But that's another discussion. I think the used cars will make money, because it's going to be less than 25%, but far from what you want to pay. Man, the sun can really bright, but I've been showing a lot of trucks, and here's a car. 2018, it's a Honda Civic. It's not a Type R or anything like that, but it's like $29,995. Just call it 30, you know. Just add a $5 bill to that. So yeah, it's getting inflated. And then they got like crossovers, SUVs, things like that. Be interesting to see what happens with the Kelly Blue Book. It's going to be wild. And then how is financing going to work? You know, if the Blue Book says that your car is $40,000, the tariff makes it $50,000. Are they gonna let you finance with $10,000 negative equity? That's nuts. One last look at that 2023 F-150 XLT 5.0 Coyote V8. You know, the engine is hard to find thanks to Cafe. But you know, I had a bad experience owning a Ford, but it wasn't the Coyote, it was the turbocharged one. But I just enjoy the size of the bed. Yeah, nice truck. What's up, everybody? I don't know if you can see me real good. I'm with the GoPro right now. The wind's not that bad, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this turns out as far as the film. So we're at the end of March 2025. April 30th is when the tariffs start on the automobiles. I call it Carmageddon. So I'm at Toyota to see the prices, to kind of reflect and talk about it. So let's get started. All right, so you can see there's a whole lot of inventory on here. So I'm just gonna bring a couple points. They say that the tariff is gonna add 25% more to the price that's already posted. It's like a tax, you know, like a sales tax, you gotta add. So we're adding 25%. So here's my ordeal. This is the price now, $44,660. So we gotta add 25% to that. That being said, minimum, that's about 7,500. It's gonna be like at least 10, 11 grand to that price. So how are you gonna afford it? Another thing is, these cars are being produced in the most mysterious way. As you can see, there's yellow tags on here. It says vehicle not for sale, because they've, unfortunately, with, you know, no fault of the dealer, they've had some manufacturing issues. A lot of recalls with transmissions and electrical units and even engine stuff, you know, like debris inside the engine, steering, on and on and on and on. But you know, on top of them being the most expensive they've ever been, and now tariffs on it, we're living in the time of all the greatest technology in the world. The way that we put cars together are really spaghetti sandwich. And what I mean by that is, you'll see a car and like the engine will be made in Japan, the body made in America, a transmission made in Mexico, meaning they're shipping everything around the world. So you can see in this one here, 20% Japan, 30% Mexico, and with US. So it's like vehicle with 2,000 plus parts, and it's put together in one spot, but that one spot is waiting for all these pieces to be mailed in and assembled, God knows how. So it's like, makes as much of sense as having 6 set of hands on a steering wheel. Just don't know how that works out. So if you check this one out here, this is a Toyota Corolla. So we look at trucks a lot, so we're gonna look at a car. So this is a compact car, right? It's supposed to be the most affordable thing that you can get. $30,000, you guys. $30,208, and that's the best price right now. This is not April 3rd. There's going to be 25% added to that. So like I said, on an average, $30,000, 25% added to that minimum is $7,500 underwater. What I mean by that, let's say Kelley Blue Book does not upgrade anything. The car is valued at 30, fine. It's selling at 30, that's fine. Depreciation is not. Once it rolls off the lot, it's going down quickly, right? But now you have this cost that makes no sense, that puts it 7 to 10 grand in the wrong direction. So my question is this: is the bank going to want to finance something that's worth 40,000 with a loan for 50? You're going the wrong direction. So yeah, that's my question. I mean, you got nice trucks and stuff, but Look at the prices on these things. Like this one here, we'll look at it. It's a Tacoma. We're not going to look at any of the upgrades, but as you can see, it's 44,000 already. So 25,000 on top of that is good to bring us, like I said, probably 11,000. That's no room for sales tax, license, document fees. God forbid you want them to put anything extra like special mats or anything. And we got here, you know, some Land Cruisers, which is all redesigned. Brings me to another topic: reinventing of the wheel. A lot of these things, because of government mandates, a few years ago they wanted to go all electric. That didn't work out. So we're gonna still go and say, let's get the best MPG we can, right, on vehicles. And they put billions of dollars on retrofitting these manufacturers to turbocharge engines that we don't know if it's gonna actually do any justice. 59,000 on this one, so 25% on top. And they're problematic. They're not proven. They cost a lot of money for the manufacturer to attempt to do it, and that's going to pass the cost to you guys. So you have something that's not proven for the most expensive price that you ever seen in a lifetime. Here's a Tier D Pro. This is a Tundra. So this is supposed to be like the best you can, right? And like a few years ago, it had a V8 engine that was running for a long time. Had some problems, nothing major, but now it's totally remanufactured, turbocharged, you know, everything changed. A lot of these things have 2-car batteries because that's how much electronics is in here. I mean, servos for the transmission, electronic steering, you're not connected to anything. Going for 80,000, 70,000 when you don't even know if you're gonna make 1,000 miles. It's crazy. But the craziest thing is it's gonna get more expensive.